Hi everybody, welcome back to another trip report. Today we are flying from Tokyo-Narita to Seoul-Incheon on an Asiana A380. After taking a very quick and easy JR train from central Tokyo to Narita Airport, we got off at Terminal 1 and we were greeted to this beautiful check-in area. So Terminal 1 is exclusively used by Star Alliance, however there are some exceptions. Korean Air, for instance, is one of the few carriers that use it that is not in Star Alliance. However, it is a very big and beautiful terminal. The check-in counter is very nice, and we quickly went down to our counter for Asiana, which was in row H. After a very quick and easy check-in, we used the Star Alliance Gold Track, as you can see there up ahead. We then proceeded to security and passport control. As some of you may know, you can still get your passport stamped at Narita Airport and other airports in Japan, however, you just must ask for it. Quickly after using the Gold Track, we were airside, and we were treated to views of the tarmac here. There was a ANA 787 there along with Scoot, EVA Air, and other carriers, and then we quickly went down to the United Lounge. The United Lounge has finally reopened after being closed for many years due to COVID. It is a huge lounge, and it is also one of the few lounges that United operates themselves overseas. Specifically, they have one at London Heathrow's airport, and then they have this one here at Tokyo-Narita. Nonetheless, it is a very nice lounge. It is very big, and it is very spacious. There are plenty of places to sit, and overall, I actually found the experience to be quite nice, and definitely one of the better lounges in United's lounge network. So another thing that I wanted to highlight in the lounge is the first of two hot food areas. As you can see here, there is quite a spread. A couple hot food options, plus a drink section, a salad bar, as well as an area to get like other kind of beverages, beer, etc. And so overall, there was a huge variety of things. There's some sort of like Korean kimbap right there. As well as a bunch of different other food options. So definitely something worth checking out. And again, like I was mentioning earlier, this is one of two hot food options. There's another one on the other side of the lounge that I'll highlight in just a little bit. So I tried some of the Korean kimbap that they had at the lounge. It was quite good. And I also had this beautiful view of an ANA 787-8 from my window from where I was seating. So as promised, here is the second area where you could get hot food. They had rice as well as different types of curries there, some cold cuts right there, some cheese. They had, again, the hot food trays that we had earlier. Those have like some sort of pasta slash noodles in them. And then they had also beverages and other types of desserts and stuff like they had at the other section. Overall, quite a nice spread. Considering it is a very large lounge, it makes sense to have two different stations where you could go get food. Overall, I mean, I can imagine at peak times here, it's quite necessary to have two big areas for food. So kudos to United and their lounge here at Narita Airport. I think it's a very nice lounge and it's well done. And like I just said, you know, once it's peak time, it really makes sense to have two areas to go get food. So while sitting by the window, like I was earlier, I spotted this nice KLM Boeing 777-200ER preparing to take off for Amsterdam. And then I just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the little decorations slash ambiance that they had in the lounge. It's very nice, well done, some good attention to detail that I think makes it really unique. And then here's the departure board that's also available to look at. And here we have that ANA 787-8 that was at the gate that is now being pushed back. Actually, I think it was pretty sure it was getting towed to another part of the airport. And here we have actually an Aeromexico Boeing 787-8 taking off for Mexico City. And shortly after the Aeromexico takeoff, here was a Korean Air Boeing 777-300ER that had just landed from Seoul. And shortly after seeing that Korean Air, we then left the lounge and we walked over to our gate, and we got a beautiful view of our Asiana A380-800 that was going to take us to Seoul. So the A380 that we were on today is, the registration number is HL7625. She is a 10-year-old A380-800. And then one of the nice things, obviously, we were sitting up on the upper deck, and one of the nice things is that we got to board using the jetways that went up to the second level of the A380. So it's really cool. So today we were sitting in 71J and K on the upper deck of the Asiana A380-800. It is a 242 layout on the upper deck due to the curvature of the aircraft. Here you can see the seat. It has nice adjustable headrest. It has the storage containers on the right side there. A very nice legroom, very generous, like on most Asian carriers, with a footrest. Here is the tray table that folds out and folds into two pieces. In front was the screen there, along with the little remote for the screen. Overall, a very nice plane, especially considering that the interior is about 10 years old now. It still holds up quite well, and it would be very comfortable on an hour-and-a-half flight, and even more so on a longer long-haul flight. And then here's the container that I was telling you about. Very nice, very deep storage container, so very, easily you could put a lot of things in there. And then here is just kind of a bit of the flight map that I wanted to show you guys. We were still at the gate here. And then here's just kind of a view of the front part of our little economy section on the upper deck. Again, it's at the end of the plane, so it's quite small. So after a really quick and easy boarding, we then taxied out to runway 34 left for our takeoff to Seoul-Incheon. After reaching our cruising altitude over western Japan, we were then served a hot meal. Today we got bulgogi beef over steamed white rice with the sweet waffle, that little pack of utensils there, along with a cup of water, some chili paste, and that little kind of custardy type dessert there. I also got an orange juice, and I had another cup of water earlier. Overall, it was a good meal, and as usual, many of the Asian airlines serve meals on intra-Asia flights, which is awesome to see nowadays compared to other airlines in other parts of the world that are obviously getting rid of meals. And then here's some just beautiful views of mountain ranges over western Japan before we crossed over the Sea of Japan and into Korea. I then got up from my seat and went back to the staircase at the back of the A380 just to show you guys it was cordoned off. And then here's a shot of the mini economy cabin on the upper deck. Here's another good view of our flight path today on the way to Incheon. And when I took this shot, it was over the Sea of Japan. I then went through all the entertainment options that Asiana offers. They definitely have tons of movies and TV shows from throughout the world that can keep anybody occupied for a long flight, let alone a flight that was about an hour and 20 minutes. Once we were over the central part of Korea, we then started our descent. And here we are on the short finals, about to land on runway 33 left here at Incheon's airport. And I apologize for the shaking on the takeoff and landing videos. The flight attendant told me that I couldn't stick my GoPro in the window, unfortunately, so I had to hold it manually. After deplaning, I wanted to give you guys one last shot of our A380 today that brought us to Incheon. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you guys would like to see more of. And I have plenty of more trip reports coming. Thank you.